2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Bucks coming into the arena, confident they'll be walking out of here with a precious win on the road. Greetings and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports this Tuesday afternoon. Two NBA greats, Grant Hill and Steve Smith, our analysts tonight, with our reporter, Allie LaForce. I'm Brian Anderson. Here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. At small and power forward, it'll be Middleton and Giannis. Pat Connaughton is out there with Damian Lillard, and it's Lopez in at center, filling out the middle. And for the Jazz, George out there with Colin Sexton. Then it's Lauri Markkanen, then it's Walker Kessler, and it's Hendricks in at the power forward position. Well, Grant, this is the type of game that may look lopsided, but as we've seen, anything can happen.
Anything can definitely happen, B.A. And look, you have to understand that every guy in this league is talented. If you come in flat and those other guys are inspired, you can fall. But honestly, you shouldn't. It's all about handling your business. And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
How good is it to see the first one go through the net?
Now here's Sexton. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Giannis puts his touch on every aspect of the game. Big reach on display that time.
Sinks it from distance.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Kessler passes to Sexton. It's George on the wing. Cans it from the wing.
Good pass from Colin Sexton. I like when he looks to set up his teammates.
Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
George. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Bucks ahead, up by 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And when you consider how the Bucks are doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
The forwards, it's Markkanen and Collins. Sexton runs point with Clarkson at the 2. And it's Eubanks in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Utah, getting going in the second.
They left the door open, and Colin Sexton just lifts off for the dunk.
Middleton up top. It's guarded by Markkanen. Middleton passes to Beauchamp. Antetokounmpo surveys. Ooh, strong moves from Giannis inside.
Oh, man, the balance of muscle Giannis possesses is tremendous. Phenomenal at scoring on physical defenses.
Sexton passes to Markkanen. Here's Eubanks. Here's Sexton. Banked it in off the glass.
Staying flexible. Sexton's agility helps him beat that contact.
And he's going for the oop. Look at Giannis go up and get it.
Impressive how in sync Giannis is with his squad, enabling them to set up a flashy alley-oop.
Here's Markkanen. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Bucks ahead. They're up by 5. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. Scoring-wise, they broke even in the second, so little ground was lost there. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks for... And that should do it.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. What a contribution.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And on the floor for Doc Rivers as we get into the second half. The heavyweights for this team, Middleton and Giannis at forward. Damian Lillard out there with Pat Connaughton. And it's Lopez in at the center position.
Smooth finish off a terrific feed.
Man, the timing and execution couldn't have been any better right there. For three, here's Lillard. Sexton grabs the board. And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for Utah. It's a three-point game. Pass to Hendricks. Back to Sexton for the tie. Rejected by Lopez.
Just an effective shot blocker. Lopez using all of that 7 feet, and he does a great job of picking his spots. Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
At the line for the Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Puts a little extra insurance on their lead. What a play.
Utah trailing here. Clarkson outside. It's George on the wing. Back to Clarkson. Three-pointer. Off the mark. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter.
The Bucks, 14.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Collins and Kessler playing up front. Jordan Clarkson is out there with George. And it's Hendricks in at the 3, small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Markkanen against Middleton. And now we've got an intentional foul. Sexton's checked in for Utah. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Bochan's checked in. Lillard outside. Pass to Bochan. The 3. That shot off.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
To the inside. Here's George. Collins right side. Shoots over Lopez. And it's good. And now they trail by just 4.
Amazing. The growth of Collins seems to know no limits.
Milwaukee calls timeout. They're up by 4. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. All right, time now to present our New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Just a dominant force for them on the offensive end tonight. I mean, stepping up big when his team needed, being able to gather a big share of their points. It's safe to say this game would have been a rough one for them without him in the mix. Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Big moment at the line, as poised as you get, This thing is done.
And Utah calls time here. They're trailing by 6. 11 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
They need to answer fast.
Not only do they need a bucket, they need a 3 just to give them any chance at all.
Sexton against Connaughton. George outside. Marketing for 3. The shot won't fall. So we see the Bucks get the win here. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team